sound the alarms. I think someone might have stolen the Green Bay Packers and drafted for them because they finally get a wide receiver and a wide receiver early. Pick 34. So, okay, it's not technically a first-round receiver, but it's basically a first-round receiver. Very high second-rounder. They give up 2 second-round picks with the Vikings to make this happen. So the Vikings trading down a lot, which makes sense. They have an analytics-minded GM. Analytics say trade down a lot, so him doing that makes some sense. They get Christian Watson with this pick, which I do not have a film study for, but I have studied him very closely. I find him a very interesting prospect. So basically what Watson can do is he's just one of those guys where he's very raw but has incredible potential. There are DK Metcalf comparisons to him, and to be honest, I see it. He's a really big guy who can move very well. So the issue is he's not a polished route runner at all. Like, that's kind of the issue with him as a player. So, remind you of anyone? Reminds you of DK Metcalf, right? That's not to say he'll become DK Metcalf, but you can see those comparisons. So for Green Bay, right when this happened, I thought, okay, George Pickens. I actually pulled up my George Pickens notes right when this happened to make the video. That is not the route they went with, though. And to be honest, I kind of like this move. I felt like the Packers were in a position where trading up for a receiver made sense. They don't have a ton of flaws on their roster. They're a talented roster, but you have this extra draft capital. We'll use some of it to get a good player. Now, I guess the one thing I'm wondering is this a bit of a reach? It could be argued. I did not have Christian Watson going this high, but I also I have seen mock drafts where he went in round 1 to the Packers, like with their 28th overall pick. So I don't necessarily hate it entirely, and I think it's interesting. One thing I just thought of is the Vikings have now made multiple trades allowing teams in their division to get receivers. So that's just kind of another funny wrinkle here. But yeah, again, like I said, one thing that's worth noting is, North Dakota State, just a weird team. It's always weird to evaluate the players from that team. Trey Lance, I had similar things of like, the team will they'll run the ball, 80% of the time, it feels like at times, and then they'll, all their passes, their go routes. So it's like, part of it is, are we punishing Watson for being in a system where he wasn't able to showcase his talents? And to some degree, you kind of have to, right? Because there is that unknown factor. But this is a big swing and could be a home run swing if they hit it. So I like it. I have no issue with this. It's a position of need. And to trade up, again, you could argue, do you have to trade up? Like, George Pickens was still available, so you could maybe wait until one of those two guys get selected and then make a move. But quite frankly, I don't think that Watson was falling to them. I think someone else would have taken the chance, given the way receivers are going in this draft class. So my reaction is, I like it. I think it's a good pick. I have no issue with the Packers doing this. And the question is, can Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers get the most out of him? Which, if that's the question, you got to feel pretty good about yourself if you're a Packers fan. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.